Imagine you've just been promoted to the title of money manager for a company called You Incorporated. Your job is, of course, to manage the company's money. If you managed You Incorporated's money the way you manage your own money now, well, would you fire you? Don't answer that. You have to tell your money what to do, or it will leave you and go to someone else. A written budget for the month is your money goal. People who win at anything have written goals. Goals are what you are aiming at. Zig Ziglar says, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. Your money won't behave unless you tame it. Your budget is it's the whip in the chair that makes the money behave. You have to be intentional with it. You can't get your head, you can't operate with your head in the sand. You know, you wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, so why do you spend your lifetime income of over $2 million without a plan? Well, there's too much month left at the end of your money. Well, it's because your budget doesn't exist or it isn't working. A study of Harvard graduates found that after 2 years, 3% who had written goals achieved more financially than the other 97% combined. You got to do it on paper on purpose before the month begins. Your budget is a written goal for your money. You need to set up a budget every single month. Don't try to have the perfect budget from the perfect month from heaven, because you never get one of those. Spend every dollar on paper before the month begins. Give every dollar of your income a name before the month begins. This is called zero-based budgeting. Income minus outgo equals exactly zero every month. Look at this month's income, at this month's bills, savings, and debts, and match them up until you've given every income dollar an outgo name. If you have irregular income because you're in sales or you own your own business or something like that, well, we have a planning sheet for you in the Total Money Makeover workbook. And if you get paid on commission, you're self-employed, all that kind of stuff, it works for every bit of that. It's called the Irregular Income Planning Sheet. You still must do a written budget before the month begins. No one gets out. You got to manage money for You Incorporated. If you're married, you and your spouse need to agree on it, and well, sometimes that's the hardest part. If you aren't working together, it's almost impossible to win. If something comes up in the middle of the month that causes the budget to need changing, call an emergency budget committee meeting. You Incorporated, we're going to have a meeting. Talk it through, adjust what needs to adjust. The Wall Street Journal reports that more than 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So you got to break the cycle, change your family tree, live on less than you make, save for rainy days, live like no one else so later you can live like no one else.